Hey, what is up everybody? Blades here to have for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and telling you guys about a character that I feel like a lot of you guys keep sleeping on, because the more and more I actually stream inside of Discord, the more I notice that a lot of you guys don't have this character built, and that is our man Soy, or Shun. Now, this character himself is absolutely amazing. He has a lot of things going for him rather than just being only a tank, and is one of the few characters that has helped me underlevel clear a ton of things that I really shouldn't be able to clear. So in today's video, I'm gonna at least be talking about this character and then try to showcase him inside of Mementos, seeing that we're at the pretty much bottom depths of this place, and I really would like to actually show you guys what he's really capable of and his defensive capabilities. So with that in mind here, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, slap that like button and consider subscribing if you are new. I do daily videos on P5X all the time, and we're only going to continue. And before we get straight into it, we hit 10K yesterday. Oh my gosh, y'all were freaking amazing for all the support. We were so close to it, and then I was like, oh my god, we're like 5 subs off, 10 subs off, and everyone just went ballistic. Okay, we had a ton of people start joining the live stream. There was just a ton of people there, and it was a very supportive, amazing environment. And y'all have even been just great folks inside the Discord. Heck, I jump in the call. There'd be a couple of y'all that'd be a little bit, you know, a little weird every now and again, but I don't mind that. In fact, it was very funny. Like, we had a lot of fun times. Everyone was kind of joking around, just enjoying each other's company, and it's been awesome to be able to do this, especially with my community now. It's really nice. It's really good. It's awesome. I enjoy it. It's definitely something I've been wanting every time I try to make a YouTube channel. So thank you guys for making it a very fun time. And yeah, we're gonna try and get started. So for this one here, what I gotta say, when it comes down to utilizing the man Soy, he is a defender at heart. Okay, keep that in mind. He is a defense type character. He's only meant for being kind of a meat shield at this point, but that's not all that he can really do. I feel like a lot of people are only thinking that he's just a defender. We can't really utilize him for anything else, so there's no point in getting them up. And that's where a lot of people are kind of wrong with this. Now, I'm going to showcase the team that I'm always using here, and then of course after I show everything on Soy and explain the reasoning why Soy is so good at this point. Now, Soy, before I had at least his 5-star, was already amazing. Once you get his 5-star weapon, he becomes even more amazing, but he's still very much so usable with a 4-star weapon. This character himself not only can of course taunt, but he's able to shield your well, not really shield, increase your max HP. He's able to debuff the enemy with the defense downs as well. He's able to inflict a freeze on the enemy, which takes down their attack, and then he's also able to defense shred with his weapon. So he does a lot, and by weapon I mean his gun. He's able to just use the minigun and it defense shreds 24/7. This character does a lot more than what people do know about him, and I feel like you guys really need to get them built. So just to tell you guys exactly what they do, I just upgrade everything when it does come down to this character, just because there's going to be a point in time where you need to use all of his skills. It doesn't matter what you're using, you're going to end up using it. Like the ultimate, really helpful because it helps out your party's max HP. The skill 2, this one's actually really great because defense decrease. Skill 3 is a max HP increase. The skill 1, of course, you can inflict freeze. That can come in handy when you just want the enemy not to deal much damage. So I kind of get everything up for this character quite a lot because he is very much so worth it. But this is all I have on him right now. He is weak to bless, so surely do keep that in mind, of course, in those battles that you're going to be doing. But for the reasons that I really like this character is going to actually show more or less inside of his 4-star and his 5-star weapons too. So his kit's already nice, but with his 4-star weapon, he's actually able to increase his max HP and then also increase the defense and element resistance, which is already great. But if you end up getting the 5-star weapon later online, which I was lucky to get from a double weapon pool, managed to get 2 5-stars around like 40 pity. This one here increases your HP even more so, has a chance to go ahead and heal the last enemy, the lowest enemy as well. And then of course, whenever we take an attack, it decreases the attacker's defense. So we got more of that debuff capability, more of that sustainability, and just everything there with of course the stats that the actual weapon does provide. It's really helpful for this character, and when it comes down to at least utilizing him, it's going to be very straightforward. There's going to be a few different scenarios where you might start off with your max HP. There's going to be a few different scenarios where you might start off with your debuff. It honestly just comes down to the fight at hand. But let's go ahead and showcase this. So I ended up under level clearing for quite some time. In fact, we managed to get to the second palace like early morning yesterday, and I completed the whole thing by like the end of the night, mainly just because everything I was doing, and I think a lot of people could vouch for this inside the Discord, they were watching me bash my head at a wall trying to beat every last mini boss that I honestly should not have been beating. But utilizing the team that's on the side, which is Cattle, Soy, and On, those three actually helped me get through a lot of this stuff. So I'm gonna hopefully be able to showcase the team for you guys and actually show y'all how this goes. But if I'm right, I should be versus the yep, okay, the Phoenix and the monkey dude here. These two are very annoying. They actually deal not only a lot of damage, but the two of them themselves are just, they have a lot of gimmicks that are very not pleasant, if you can say it that way. But I'm gonna actually change Lamia up because I did get a persona recently that could very well help me out a little bit more. So before we get into the battle, let me go ahead and get up this real quick, and we should be able to use them to our best capabilities for at least this fight. So go ahead and utilize that, and that should be fairly good. If you want for your actual navigator, especially when you're under level clearing, I would advise you guys using Puppet. Unfortunately, I haven't been blessed enough to actually get dupes on this character. Same as my On, like I have not gotten dupes on anything. So in terms of like 5-star luck and 4-star luck, I've been very unlucky. But it's still pretty decent. It's still pretty decent at the moment. So rocking what we got here, I can kind of just show you guys how this is gonna work. So normally you're gonna start off, of course, a fight where you need to get up your max HP. So if we didn't just get one-shotted there, hold on, okay, wait a minute. I just oh Jesus, I can't laugh like that. I can't laugh like that. I almost coughed everything. But if we didn't just get one-shotted with On like that, we would be able to showcase him. But unfortunately, I guess the freaking dude had other plans. Where were we? I think we were down all the way here. So let's go back down to actually see if we can showcase that, because I want to show you guys the defensive capabilities that he possibly can end up doing. Now, this is what makes this boss so annoying, is after a while you're gonna end up getting smacked up with just that preventive attack, or at least that preemptive attack. Every single time it gets more, like way more strong, and I don't like it. It's one of the few fights that's like kind of annoying. But if I could get like dang it, I need Soy to get hit, unfortunately, showcase the actual defensive capabilities on that. But you know what, let's see if we can actually just do it without him. So we know, of course, our HP is kind of low, so let's go ahead and extend our HP even more here, get up some icy defense, and hopefully they're actually able to only attack just him, because at the end of the day, he's the one that we need to actually get attacked, and he's the one who's going to be more of our problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this guy down. And then from here, I guess we could just double down on him, because if anything, it would be nice to get the extra damage. So now we're going for this here. What I can say is we just have to live. Now, Soy is an expert at least doing this. As you can tell, he's tanking a lot more of everything here. And if we really wanted him to, we would just end up having to just utilize some small hits to keep us from dying. Now, one of the things I like is this defense down. No matter what I'm doing, if I had that defense down, I usually just spam it, and it's mainly because it helps me with at least getting these kills kind of quickly. Seeing our team is lacking a little bit of a character currently due to that last little hit. Of course, we do have to speed up our process on actually killing this. So one of the things I like to focus on is, one, getting up all of our defense and our HP. Luckily, his ult does help out with that. We get our max increase of HP with that, and I could knock him down, but I don't think it will be too helpful for us. We do need to keep our HP good. So let's go ahead and heal real quick. We got some defensive capabilities, got everything that we need. I feel like this dude's going to be the problem more than anything, because that one hit that he does, and it does too much damage. So we have at least 2 whole turns, which we're already done with. Go ahead and place this back up for our max HP. And then the other thing we can just go ahead and do is just keep on doing this cycle. Eventually, of course, we're going to end up killing the guy. It's going to happen, but it does take a little bit of a long process, seeing that Soy himself is really just meant to be kind of that just dude that's meant to just sit there and keep your team just alive. You guess you can use him as a bootleg healer, but still, even then, it's kind of iffy. So see if we can go ahead and live this here. Bink, and we live that attack easily. And let's just go ahead, pop this off, get as much damage as possible, and continue to do our rotation. So we're gonna use skill 1 once again. Make sure our SP is staying up at least. It would have been great if Wonder didn't die, but it's just the consistency of being able to live with this team that is supremely amazing, which is what I like the most. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, pop this on off. I do want a burn, but it doesn't seem like that they're gonna let us get it, so we might be a little bit in some trouble here because I don't want to risk the chance of dying. So we're just gonna go ahead and heal again, making sure everyone's pretty much good here. Not really worried about the Phoenix, but I am worried about this dude. As you can see, still tanking, still doing pretty darn good, and we just go ahead and keep on doing with the rotation. So go ahead and use our skill 3. Boom. We'll probably use our skill 1 like in a different fight, but we'll use our skill 1 here. Boom. And then since we don't have to heal much, we can actually utilize this to get another attack off as well. Did proc a burn, so that's always great, but still kind of annoying that this guy is still living to an extent. The one that's going to be a huge issue is definitely going to be the monkey on the side because he is kind of there, but we're a little bit low. We're still good though, because at the end of the day, we can heal all of this up in one situation. And after doing this here, which is going to help us out a decent bit, we can then possibly do this here, get up our HP back in a second, in which thankfully for us, we have our ult. Let's go ahead and pop this on off. That way we don't have to use Cattle's ult, or at least Cattle's actual skill later. Boom, dealing some nice damage. And then we can actually possibly, you know what? As much as I want to make sure we get that kill, they do have that daylight buff. So I think it's best for us just not to attack here. So go ahead and not attack, because that could be very detrimental to us. And look at this. It's just the taunt. The taunt is amazing. The fact that we can sit here and just be pretty much good is the best part about this whole deal. Now at this point, we can focus down homie right here and just consistently deal some damage. Now our Cattle is getting low on SP, so we will have to of course just wait it out, but it's perfectly fine still. Now we're going to go ahead and use this, make sure we have our heals. I'm going to pop off this for at least our extra max party HP, and then from here I think it's just GG's, because all I have to do now is just kind of hope everyone stays in the good old rotation. And with that in mind, I'm pretty sure we got this down packed. So continue doing this here, and then we're gonna go ahead and pop off with this here as well. Fortunately, we didn't get, of course, we already had a burn, so I guess it's not really gonna affect us. And thankfully to our 5-star weapon, we're able to sit here and continuously get our HP back, which is great. So let's go ahead and pop this off, use our skill 3. And then I think our best choice is actually just to keep our eyes on Soy, because Soy himself is going to be getting kind of mixed up seeing that we're doing this here. So got our heals, our icy defense once again, all in this way. Literally, you guys can see how I've been living a lot of this stuff. It's been continuous spam, continuous what is it called? I guess you could say continuous spam and continuous stall outs. So it's really helpful to really do something like this. It does come in handy quite a lot, and I feel like a lot of you guys definitely should try it, because I'm not gonna lie, it is a very helpful team here. I don't like that he's this low though, because he's still a little too low. This dude does deal a decent bit of damage. So ooh, he decided to not to go after our Soy, which is a little bit of a problem. I need our healer kind of alive, and I think he found out which one's the issue here. So let's just go ahead, pop this off. We still got the burns on this team, so it's absolutely still going good. Go ahead and pop this off here as well, get another burn on. And then specifically for ourselves, I think we do need to heal here. So let's go ahead and pop this off here. Ooh, we lost our heal, I mean our freaking damager. That's crazy. He decided to swap up on us, and that's actually going to be a problem here because I don't think we have enough. Ooh, I don't think we have enough, you guys. Hold on. Soy's doing his job pretty well, so we're like under level clearing pretty nicely, but the fact that he decided to go for our DPS instead of our main actual defender is a little bit of a problem here. So go ahead and smack him up a little bit some more. Gotta make sure we get these hits off, and hopefully he decides to go for our defender here because our main DPS is definitely going to be Rob. Oh dang, that sucks, man. We got the unlucky, the least unlucky ending here, but you guys can kind of see why I say this character is probably the best to just get up. He's really at least consistent with at least his survivability, and being able to do what he's able to do is kind of insane, to be honest. It's very helpful. It definitely does come in handy, and at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of you guys probably would enjoy utilizing him for the best of your capabilities. But you're getting kind of low. Unfortunately, if we could have lived a little bit longer with Rob, we probably could have won this, because this is like the easiest fight by the looks of it here. But unfortunately, I think this thing is going to end up beating us before then, so that's kind of unfortunate. We didn't get to keep our what's it called, our fire dude. But man, oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Can Soy clutch it? I don't think he can. I think we're gonna run out of turns or either die beforehand, but like that was still pretty decent. Yeah, that was still pretty decent, which I'll take it. Whatevs though. But to pretty much show you guys what I've been doing, this is what I've been doing: bashing my head to a wall and showcasing how much of a sustainer that these characters can really be. It's honestly going to come down to what you guys can make. The more you can sit down and actually try and figure out your characters, the better it's going to be. So don't sleep on at least the man Soy. He's absolutely amazing. He can get a lot of things done, and I think that was just a valid showcase of how he's actually really good at sustaining. But thank you guys for watching the video, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.